Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer from Alberta. Alberta! This is this beer. Can you guess what it's called? No, you can't tell from that can art. Can you guess who the brewery is from that can art? There might be some people from Alberta that know this can art. Might be some people from Saskatchewan that know this can art. Wherever else this brewery distributes to, there might be some people that know, but if you don't, you already know what it is because you fucking clicked on the link, you clicked on the name, this is from Snake Lake Brewing Company. This is their Ice Cutter Vanilla Latte Stout. That was a weird noise my body just made. It's a strong beer at 5.9. I thought 6 and up was considered strong. 5.9% alcohol by volume. Unpasteurized, brewed in Alberta. Unfiltered. If you wanted to enjoy a cold beverage in the heat of summer before power came to Sylvan Lake in 1932, chances are you'd have been a patron of Bill and Flo Brown's ice cutting business. Using a buzzsaw and a small horsepower motor, the Browns cut blocks of ice from the lake and delivered them door to door from their 3/4-ton truck. An Irish stout brewed with lactose, coffee, and vanilla. Now, I did have somebody once tell me you should use a hydrometer to test alcohol percentage. And the problem with that is a lot of times you don't know the starting gravity. And if you don't know the starting gravity and the final gravity, you can't figure out the ABV with just a hydrometer. However, this one does give me a starting gravity of 1.066 and a final gravity of 1.022. So with that, I could test if this was really 1.022 once I poured it. But then I would lose some of the beer into the tube, into my test tube, unless I just wasn't putting it in the test tube. And I was, drinking from, I could drink from the test tube. Never thought of that. I could start anything that has a gravity on it. I now have a hydrometer. I could start doing that, and I could drink it from the test tube, and it could be test tube reviews. It could, look at this, we're thinking of new things. Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm in my 40s, fuck you, okay? The head has some retention, but not a lot of retention. Like, if I was to pour this for a customer and bring it to their table, I poured them a half pint, but by the time and the head was to the top, by the time it got to the table, there'd be a lot less beer in the glass, right? So you'd want to be like, here we go, let's pour you more, right? Let's pour you more, sir. Okay, we are now at the 2/3 of a pint mark, which is a good amount. I mean, that's a good amount for a glass. By the time I got to the table, it would still have some retention, but it wouldn't be to the rim. But that's probably how you would want to pour it, is to the 2/3 mark, because you would get just about 2 fingers of head. It would be like 1.5. By the time you served it, you'd have about a finger to a finger and a half, depending on how thick your fingers are. And it would look good. The retention seems to be there. There is snap, crackle, pop, but the retention is there. There would still be a line of head by the time you served it. And now there's enough room for some airflow inside the glass, so you could sniff from the glass, and you could be like, oh. I don't need to sleep with my wife tonight. I'm sleeping with this beer. Like, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that, especially out loud on video. But I just said it. Oh my God. Now it says vanilla latte stout. Out of the glass, I'm getting like hot chocolate with some English toffee. And if you've ever worked at a place that sold cappuccinos and all that out of those machines, those powdered machines, it is very much like the hot chocolate out of those powder machines and the English toffee, especially if it was like Mother Parker's. If it was a Mother Parker's machine, this is just like their English toffee and their hot chocolate. So if you like Mother Parker's, the smell on this is amazing. It has coffee notes to it, but it has a lot of chocolate and a lot of toffee coming out of the glass. Now, out of the can, maybe I'll get the vanilla. I don't even care at this point. Oh no, the vanilla's there. Oh my God, the vanilla's there. Oh, that smells good. Oh, that smells good. Okay. It's my eldest daughter's birthday today. My adoptive daughter. Never fully went through with the adoption. Not because I didn't want to. Her dad would not let it happen. Even though her dad has never seen her. In the entire time I've been in her life, her dad has never visited her, and he calls her like once a year. Well, he tries to call her off, and she never answers the phone unless she wants money from him. And today was her birthday, so I sent her a message. I'm like, "Hey, happy birthday!" Because she moved in with her grandparents while we were still in the Arctic, and she moved in with her grandparents while we were still in the Arctic because she was starting high school, and we didn't have high school in the community we were in. One of the reasons we left, and she went to her she has a boyfriend now and all that, so she doesn't want to move in with us right now. Maybe once the boyfriend and her break up, maybe then they'll want to. But as of right now, it's a no-go. Which is what it is, right? It is what it is. However, where I was going with this is that I sent her a birthday message. I'm like, "Hey, honey, I love you. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. I miss you. I can't wait till the summer when you come to visit. And again, if you want to stay here, we have space for you." And I got a "thanks, Pookie." And I'm like, I'm going to slap you so bad. Like, no, I'm not. I don't. But it was just one of those, I'm not your fucking Pookie. I'm your stepfather, or more so your father than your father was, because your father's never been in your father's seen you twice in your life, and you're 15 now. So, yeah. Cheers, let's try it. Oh my God. Okay. So we're going to tell a story here. So people get mad at me because I had Mill Street vanilla porter right out of the fermenter before they added while it was still carbonated, before they put the NOS in it, before they put the nitrogen in it. And I loved it, and I gave it a 10 out of 10. And it was just filled with coffee. It was filled with vanilla, just so much vanilla. It was filled with so much porter and stout flavors. It had a roastiness, it had a toastiness, it had a full mouthfeel. Even before the nitrogen was in it, it was creamy and crisp, and this tastes like it right out of the fermenter. Not that dulled down version they sell at the LCBO and everywhere else they sell it. Not the fucking canned nitrogen infused version, but the original version right from this fermenter. This tastes like that. The vanilla just pops. It fills your entire palate. It's like, "Hi, I'm here." The coffee just fills your palate. It's like, "Hi, I'm here." The roastiness is right on the back. I mean, this is medium to full bodied. This envelops your mouth. It envelops your tongue. The flavor, even now, I'm still tasting vanilla. I'm still tasting coffee. I'm still tasting a roastiness. I'm still tasting a little bit of molasses. I'm still tasting a little bit of toffee. Oh my Lord, this is I'm in my chair, so I can't do it properly, and I'm not standing up because if I stand up, I have to pee because I need to pee. I needed to pee before I started this review. And I started this review. I was like, hey, let's do a review tonight. And I sat down and I started the review. And as soon as I turned on the camera, I was like, oh shit, I probably should have pissed before I did this. But I didn't. And now I have to really pee. So here's what I'm going to say. This beer is excellent. That was my intestines. Maybe I have to shit at the same time. Anyway. Snake Lake Brewing Ice Cutter Vanilla Latte Stout. That is a 10 out of 10. I would drink this every fucking day. So that's Stout Strut, right? So, oh shit, my knee caught my speaker, my headphones there. So that would have been like, because I don't want to stand. I gotta go. Bye.